So another short practice for you to experience the vibration of your sound along with the hand gesture, the mudra. So in that process, there is not so much space for the mind to sneak in, because this coordination requires quite a lot of attention and also intention. And it's good, like for you, any practice you do, you just set for yourself a clear intention. And for example, I use now just to draw this curtain, and symbolically it's just to kind of leave a bit behind whatever doesn't serve me just now for this moment in connection with myself. So everything I know, everything I've learned, all my regrets, sorrow from the past, all my projections for the future, I just leave it aside behind this curtain. So you can set this intention for yourself, find your seat on a chair, on the floor, wherever it feels just comfortable. You can sit 10 minutes. And we start with breathing with sound through the middle path, which is a spine symbolizing this middle path. And you can close your eyes if you want, or let them open. Imagine you have like a pipe, empty, through which you breathe from bottom to top for the inhale, and exhale top to bottom. So really starting low from the pelvic floor, inhale, and come back. And we try to be like equally inhaling time-wise and exhaling for the same duration. And we breathe with sound, so it helps the voice also to warm up and be ready to chant. And it's a nice meditation on the middle path, what we are looking for in life, just in between all these polarities, just a place where we are not expected anything, but we are contented, empty. So with me, inhale from the pelvic floor. To the top of the head, exhale. In the process of exhaling, I keep the spine long and I kind of release the shoulders at the same time. And I try to find like the count, a rhythm of 6 count to inhale, 6 count to exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Exhale. The sound is gentle, comes from the back of the throat. Gentle, so no forcing, just try to invite the sound to happen with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. And we use a mantra internally, not to say, but internally. Instead of counting, we use a mantra which has 6 syllables. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Namah Shivaya. Internally, Om Namah Shivaya. Exhale, Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, Om Shivaya. Exhale, Namah Shivaya. Exhale. Say the mantra inside. Exhale. Shoulders down. Exhale. Through the pipe. Om Namah Shivaya. Exhale. Om Namah Shivaya. 3 more times. Last one. And just breathe normally, listening to the echo of the sound of the breath, of the mantra, internal mantra. Om Namah Shiva, meaning I am Shiva, or I pay respect to the substratum, the principle from where the whole creation is manifesting. So Shiva representing awareness, the source from where everything comes from. So rest a bit in a moment in this silence after the sound of the breath. And we will now awake the palate with Jivha Bandha, the tongue lock. It's really a beautiful exercise, as also Bandha is connected to mantra. They go together, hand in hand. And like Bandha used as a bind, like a position to unbind the unnecessary impressions, past impressions in the body. So it's a kind of lock or binding together to unlock what's not useful, what is just an invitation just to let go of what's not needed for inner peace. So Jivha Bandha is placing the tongue in the upper palate, behind the teeth, quite a good pressure against the palate, not too hard, but still creating a stretch of the tongue and allowing the lower jaw to release down. For the first time it can be quite intense, just a simple stretch of the tongue. So I really glue my tongue behind my teeth on the upper palate, upper back palate, and then I release, like quite with a sound. I show you. It's quite intense stretch, but it shouldn't be too forceful. So gentle release. So like pressure towards the palate and then release. And the jaw also will be stretched out. So they say it's a lot of benefits for the thyroid, for the immune system, the metabolism, to clear the thoughts, also the senses and the taste and the talking. By these exercises, when it's done regularly, can just allow some more balance with food, with talking, so it's worth trying. So we can do 12 rounds of this little kind of motion, and the gaze usually it's towards the nose, not precisely on the nose, but just in the direction. But if you prefer closing the eyes, it's also possible. So you concentrate on the upper palate. When you completed 12 rounds, you can just also listen to the space in the mouth created. The lower jaw is maybe kind of more, has less tension. There's a cavity inside the mouth that might feel a bit more open. And symbolically, it's quite beautiful, the image of the moon being the reservoir of the whole universe, and drinking the nectar born from the moon is like the taste of the nectar is released in that space in the upper back on the palate. So releasing the nectar of the moon, it's a place of compassion, love, of mystical experience, aesthetic experience. When we say, I'm in awe of something, there is no word to express. It's a stateless state, again, where there is no mind. So it's worth awakening this part of the mouth. And also the mantra in Sanskrit just has a percussive way to sound, which also touch these meridians and these points in the upper palate. That's why the mantra, it's a whole technology and science that I can't really express and know myself in detail at all. But it really has this potential of touching this, awakening the palate and accessing like a gateway to not a state particularly, but just this kind of this natural state. So let's envision the palate as at the door to open towards something that has no really word, can't be described. Jivha Bandha. And then I wanted just to finish, use again the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, but with mudras. So we will start with having the left hand in pataka, simple hand gesture, the thumb close to the other fingers, very tight together, stretch the palm open, placing upward direction. And my right hand in shikara, the thumb up, stretched out. This is a symbol of the Shiva lingam, symbol of creation. And the shoulders are down, approximately at the level of the upper navel, solar plexus. We start to just recite Om Namah Shivaya, maybe 3 times in the Shiva lingam Mudra. And then as we continue to recite, we form the Hamsasya Mudra, and we draw the line, the middle line, and turn upward just the upper hand. It's like also another mudra for a meditative state. And then come back toward the other hand. Only the upper hand is moving, drawing this line, following the middle path, and turn, finishing upwards and coming down, connecting again, connecting the hand. Sometimes it's hard to find the lower hand because I don't really look at the hand, but it's because you can do it closing your eyes. You can also do it following the hand and finally closing, and then let the hand come down until your eye level, and then you can follow the hand downwards. It's up to you. I mean, we can, for the sake of simplicity, just close the eyes, or you look at me at the beginning if you want. So left hand Pataka, right hand Shikara, 3 Om Namah Shivaya, and then we continue Om Namah Shivaya, chanting and drawing the line up and down. So let's start connecting to the breath and the lower belly. Inhale. We stay with the Shiva lingam. Inhale, lower belly. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hamsasya Mudra, drawing the line. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, lower the hand. Om, exhale, Namah Shivaya. Inhale. Om Namah Shivaya. You sound on the exhale. Inhale. Om Namah Shivaya. Connection with the other hand. Inhale. Om Namah Shivaya. Exhale. Om Namah Shivaya. Feel the sound, the vibration of the sound, and connecting to the upper palate, the space. So try to have a space in your mouth, releasing the nectar. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. 3 more. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Lingam. Om Namah Shivaya. And more silent. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah until you just chant it inside. Om Namah Shivaya. Feel the Mudra, Pataka, Shikara, Shiva lingam, principle of creation, and feel the body really softening around the axis, central axis, which is quite now just strong, and the verticality, the presence of the empty pipe all around, soft, the gravity downward, only the spine is upright. Soften the face, the eyes, natural breathing. And open your eyes. Thank you for today.